The night air in Rome was alive with excitement as thousands of fans gathered at the modern amphitheater for the second night of the Grand National Tour. The city's deep historical roots harmonized perfectly with the eager anticipation for the performance ahead. When Kendrick Lamar and SZA finally took the stage, the audience erupted into a deafening cheer that echoed through the venue's lofty ceilings and marble walls. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. Kendrick kicked off the show with whacked-out murals, setting an electrifying tone for the evening. The introduction built slowly, with soft guitar notes shimmering across the stage, while vibrant lights flickered like graffiti on the walls. Clad entirely in black, Kendrick stepped into the spotlight and delivered the first verse with sharp precision. The crowd surged forward, eager to catch a glimpse, fists pumping in the air. In that moment, the ancient stones of Rome seemed revitalized by his dynamic presence. Each lyric struck like a brushstroke on a canvas, illustrating themes of resilience and creativity under pressure. By the time the chorus hit, the entire arena was stomping in unison, as if the city itself was celebrating alongside him. Without missing a beat, Kendrick transitioned into euphoria. The music shifted dramatically. Electronic beats clashed with deep bass, and ethereal synths floated above like clouds of incense. With his eyes closed during the first verse, he tapped into the song's uplifting spirit, his voice weaving through lyrics of hope and the quest for ascension. Behind him, visuals of neon-lit streets and flickering urban art played on the large screens. SZA, poised off stage, watched with admiration, ready to join in when her moment arrived. As Kendrick approached the final bridge, SZA stepped forward, her smooth vocals blending beautifully with his intensity, creating a magical moment that sent the crowd into a frenzy. Then came a moment destined to go viral. A fan in the front row ignited a red flare, its smoke spiraling upward like a signal over a battlefield. For a brief moment, the stage was bathed in that fiery glow, and Kendrick paused, raising an eyebrow in approval. The flare's light reflected in his sunglasses as he nodded and returned to the mic. "Rome, you willed it tonight." The crowd's cheers grew louder, and the energy surged even higher. He then transitioned into King Kunta, the anthem that asserted his dominance in the rap scene. The familiar funk-infused beat struck like a bolt of lightning, and Kendrick moved with confidence, each step emphasizing his boastful lyrics. The themes of kingship and survival resonated deeply in a city steeped in imperial history, and fans echoed every line back to him. From the highest seats to the front row, the theater transformed into a sanctuary of affirmation. Shortly after, he transitioned into Squabble Up, which became one of the highlights of the tour. The track had a darker vibe, featuring sharp percussive snaps and eerie piano loops. Kendrick's flow grew more intricate, with unpredictable rhythms that highlighted his technical skill. The audience's excitement shifted to awe as they were captivated by the tempo changes and his command over both the atmosphere and the microphone. Before long, SZA took the spotlight for her rendition of Kitchen. Bathed in soft amber lights, she stood alone at the edge of the stage, her silhouette striking against a backdrop of tempestuous visuals. Her voice was clear and resonant as she conveyed the song's themes of intimacy and vulnerability. By the chorus, the entire crowd joined in, their voices merging into a powerful choir. With her eyes closed, she swayed to the melody, lending an ethereal quality to the performance. Nearby, Kendrick watched with a broad smile, clearly proud of his tour partner's exceptional talent. Next, SZA launched into F2F, her upbeat anthem about the ups and downs of love. The heavy beat, driven by trap drums, shifted her confidence from reflective to vibrant. She moved across the stage with purpose, playfully engaging the audience in a call and response. When she sang the line about needing that face-to-face, the stadium erupted with laughter and cheers, celebrating her honesty. One of the most eagerly awaited moments of the tour arrived when Kendrick and SZA took the stage to perform Love. The lighting softened to gentle pastel shades as they stood together, microphones in hand, their voices harmonizing in a duet that felt almost sacred. The combination of Kendrick's deep voice and SZA's high notes created a palpable chemistry. As the chorus built, the audience raised their phones, flashlights, and lighters, each flicker reflecting the song's emotional depth. For a brief moment, the distractions of the modern world faded away, creating an intimate connection between the two artists as they poured their hearts out on historic ground. Not wanting to let the moment slip away, Kendrick turned to the audience and asked, "You want some more?" Without waiting for a response, he jumped into Not Like Us, the anthem that had sparked chorus battles worldwide. The opening lines hit hard, and the crowd surged as they moved in unison. Everyone in the arena joined in, passionately chanting Not Like Us. The energy was so intense that even those in the balcony felt the walls vibrating. SZA smiled, singing along with Kendrick, her presence enhancing the song's dramatic intensity. As the smoke machines hissed and the music dropped, the crowd erupted into a chant for an encore, shouting one more time. Kendrick took a moment to catch his breath before signaling for everyone to come closer. He and SZA then launched into 30 for 30, a lesser-known track that felt like a special gift for the dedicated fans. SZA's harmonies soared above Kendrick's rapid verses, and the audience leaned in, relishing the rare performance. She made eye contact with fans in the front row, her radiant smile brightening the atmosphere as she navigated the song's intricate narrative. Next, SZA performed Love Galore, the hit that first brought her into the spotlight. The smooth beat resonated as she displayed her now iconic choreography, spinning, swaying her hips, and extending her arms in signature moves. The chorus, "Why you bother me when you know you don't want me?" echoed throughout the venue, blending melody with a sense of defiance. Fans passionately sang along, treating the song like their own personal anthem. The emotional journey of the night continued with SZA's performance of Low. Under strobe lights, she executed the choreography with a blend of 90s R&B style and hip-hop flair. The audience mirrored her every move, turning the theater into a vibrant dance floor. Rows of people followed her movements in real time, showcasing her captivating stage presence. After a short break, Kendrick and SZA stepped aside as black and white footage of city streets filled the screens, accompanied by messages promoting unity, change, and community. Then, the well-known melody of Doves in the Wind began to play. SZA's voice entered softly and solemnly, vividly illustrating themes of strength and sisterhood. Kendrick watched in admiration, occasionally mouthing the lyrics, while fans held up signs supporting women everywhere. As the evening reached its peak, Kendrick and SZA united for Luther. The stage burst with vibrant colors, neon greens and purples, while Kendrick moved across the platform like a prophet delivering a profound message. SZA added ethereal harmonies that enveloped his verses like a halo. The audience swayed together, their voices blending into one. In a tribute to their host city, SZA raised an Italian flag featuring her own image, playfully honoring Rome and its fans. This gesture sent the crowd into a frenzy, with chants of SZA, SZA, merging with cheers for Kendrick, Kendrick. The flag waved as a symbol of international unity, connecting continents through music. They concluded with Love. Once again, a gentle reminder that, amid all the excitement, love remains the most important. As they finished the final notes, the theater erupted into a prolonged ovation. SZA and Kendrick held hands and bowed deeply, radiant with sweat and joy. No words were necessary, their smiles conveyed everything. When the lights came back on, the audience lingered, reluctant to break the spell of the performance. As they exited into the Roman night, their voices could be heard singing the songs, echoing off the ancient cobblestones. This is the beauty of such a performance. It not only leaves you wanting more but also becomes a memory intricately linked to the city itself. On this night in Rome, Kendrick Lamar and SZA did more than just perform. They created unforgettable moments that will resonate long after the tour concludes. They reminded us that live music is a powerful force that connects strangers through shared emotions. In a city famous for its historical marvels, they added their own chapter to history, one defined by genuine talent, bold collaboration, and an audience that matched their enthusiasm at every turn. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.